Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and although the market is flat right now, XRP is at 245, there's something big that's going to happen this morning at 8:30 that will definitely move the markets. I'll get to that in a minute. But first I wanted to show you this. This is a clip from Good Morning Crypto. This is with, they don't have his name, Austin King. Austin King is from the company, what's his company? Omni Fund. I'm assuming that's, no, I don't know. Anyway, Omni is his company. He sold one of his companies to Ripple, is my understanding. This guy, listen to what he said.
One conversation that we've been having is there going to be a day where an altcoin dethrones Ethereum? And obviously, the altcoin that we've been discussing is XRP, and it fits into the conversations that we've had earlier today. The prospect of tokenized assets, the stablecoin, and all the new exciting things coming to the ledger. My question to you is, do you believe there'll be a day where another altcoin passes Ethereum in market cap? And if so, will it be XRP? Maybe you can explain your reasoning.
You guys are going to really put me on the spot here and make my ETH community hate me. Yeah, I mean, my simple answer is yeah. I do not think that Ethereum is going to be the second largest. At least, I don't think ETH, the asset, is going to be the second largest market cap coin if we're looking into the future here. And so, yeah, I mean, I'll just give you my unbiased take. I built in the Ethereum ecosystem for a while. I built in the XRP ecosystem. I've worked in the, I like integrated Lightning Network in like 2018 into the Interledger network. So I've worked across all these like major networks. And honestly, Ethereum is not, ETH, the asset, is not in a good place. And so the TLDR on what's happened is it had this like fantastic opportunity where it was the first like really large scale deflationary network. So like not only was it finite supply like Bitcoin, there was actually less Ethereum each month that passed. So this was super cool because it was literally a deflationary currency. That's not the case anymore. It started externalizing activity to these L2s, which most of them are just run on a single computer. It's not even like they're like a decentralized network. And it's inflationary again. I can tell you, so my background, like I studied computer science at Harvard. I did a ton of engineering in my first company, and I do a lot of research here, even though I'm not coding anymore. My engineering brain does not see a path to Ethereum ever becoming inflationary again or deflationary again. And so, I mean, this past weekend, I was talking with more kind of like ETH insider people, and like a lot of people are bearish right now because none of us like can think with our engineering brains and see a path forward that is super bullish for ETH, the asset. So do I think that other coins will surpass? We've talked about this, like the flippening idea for a while. It's been talked about this with like XRP and Sol flippening ETH. Yeah, I mean, my simple answer is like, if you look at current trajectories, I do think that Ethereum is going to fall from being the number 2 asset in market cap. And honestly, there's a number, like I think Sol and XRP are both like serious contenders for that number 2 spot today. So I hate to say that as somebody that has like really, I really care about Ethereum. Like I have for years, and I've tried to contribute a lot to that ecosystem, but thinking like pragmatically about the like how the market is viewing this asset, kind of bearish. Actually, not kind of bearish. It's like pretty, it's pretty bearish.
I think ETH will do good over time. I don't think it's going to do as good as XRP. I also don't think Bitcoin is going to do as good as XRP. I think the throne will be taken. By the way, Austin King is right here. He's coming to XRP Las Vegas. Go to xrplasvegas.com to get your tickets before it's too late. Records are being set every day now. There's going to be into the thousands of people, folks, there. I mean, it's already, the tickets sold are already a lot more than last year. And those of you that were in the room, I was actually talking to my father, who is the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel, yesterday. And I was threw him the number at him, and I said, you remember how many people were in that room last year? And his response to me was, how are they going to fit? And I said, I told him, those rooms are, my understanding is that the rooms out, the convention rooms, are expandable, and I think that'll be necessary this year. I mean, it's going to be wild. Also, Brad Combs added a new guy. These guys were added in the last day or two. The MoonPay, I talked about that. The Axelar co-founder, the EZA guys, and then Matt Hogan was added. And then just today, Boone Bergsman, who I met last year at XRP Las Vegas, he's one of the developers. And this guy, but more than that, he's a real quality guy. I was very impressed with Boone. He's a very nice guy. Anyway, moving along. Go to xrplasvegas.com. Okay, supposedly this guy's like a
XRP.
Supposedly this guy is a big-time YouTuber with 2 million subscribers. Listen to what he says about XRP.
Has so many believers. Now let's talk about the XRP Ledger and RLUSD, or Real USD, Ripple's stablecoin. The XRPL is Ripple's blockchain that can handle over 1,500 transactions per second with fees as low as $0.0002 per transaction. Compare that to Ethereum, which can handle about 30 transactions a second, or Bitcoin, which handles about 7. XRPL also has a built-in decentralized exchange, which allows users to trade assets directly on the ledger. Now, some people speculate that this could tie in to Larry Fink's vision of the investment world of the future.
I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. That will simplify things, make things easier, and it would save.
One of the YouTuber tricks, by the way, the reason you just heard me say, what song is this? I asked my iPhone, I asked Siri what song this is. If Siri recognizes the song, that's a good indication that it's copyrighted music, because it'll tell you the name of the song. And if that happens, then I can't put it in the video.
More money for more people. It would bring down the cost of ownership of stock and bonds. Those are the type of financial reforms we need.
Believe it or not, Ripple actually tokenized the first money market fund on the XRPL. And this is a huge deal because it shows a proof of concept that it's possible to put assets that are worth trillions of dollars on the blockchain effectively. Now, this is a can of worms that could be its own separate video, but long story short, imagine some of your favorite stocks trading on the blockchain 24/7 all the time without market closes. That is all transparent, instant. That has a huge total addressable market, what's called TAM. It's worth hundreds of trillions of dollars. That's where BlackRock sees the future.
Let me add to that a little bit. Now, when you go and you buy a stock and then you sell out of that stock, the last time I did it, which I haven't been buying stocks recently, but the whole time I've ever been doing this, once you sell out of those stocks, it's not liquid. There's like when I was a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley, which was a long time ago, I'm not a financial advisor now, but I think that it's been the same for a long time. There's like a 2 or 3 day settlement period after you sell out of a stock. Once you tokenize these stocks, it'll be instant on the XRP Ledger.
Of finance going, and that's what Ripple is trying to be a part of. But another huge potential is SAB-121 and Real USD, which is Ripple's stablecoin. Stablecoins like Real USD are meant to stabilize value, and they're usually tied to the US dollar, and that makes them perfect for everyday transactions. That also makes them good for remittances and, of course, DeFi or CeFi applications. Now, by introducing Real USD, Ripple is adding an asset to the XRPL, which could attract more users, more developers, and more institutions. But why this really matters is, number one, because Real USD could work hand in hand with XRP in Ripple's on-demand liquidity product. Now, I know it's really complicated what I'm saying, but here's an example. Imagine there's a payment. It could start in Real USD for stability and then settle in XRP for speed and cost efficiency. And this dual currency approach could make Ripple's payment solution even more appealing over SWIFT. Remember that $150 trillion market. Now I know it's still a little complicated, so here's a really simple analogy. Imagine a train running on a set of tracks. Now the tracks themselves is the XRP Ledger, and what's being transported, these little train cars, are real USD. That's the stablecoin. But in order for the cars to use the tracks, it has to burn XRP as a form of payment. But it's not just payments. Reason number 2 is because it goes hand in hand with the repeal of something called SAB 121, which is an accounting standard that has now changed starting this year. That means banks can now custody or hold your crypto and lend against it. And if real USD plays a part of that, it could also boost the ecosystem by providing the money or liquidity and stability needed for the banks to allow borrowing, lending, and trading. The more activity on XRPL means more demand for XRP to pay transactions.
This guy gets it. He predicted it could go to $100. I think that's something that's going to happen easily over. I mean, it may take a little while, but I think it's easily achievable. Dom at EZA is over the target here. Heads up, you will see big move in your crypto at 8:30 a.m. today. This will be due to the release of the latest PPI inflation data. Folks, write it down. Today's one of those days I'm ready for it. Bring it on. I hope the market goes down because I'm going to scoop up XRP like a madman today. I'm ready today. I love it on the days I'm ready. So that means that what will probably happen is the data will make the crypto market go nuts to the upside since I'm ready here with cash. But that's life. Now, look at this. Donald Trump Jr., guess who he follows? This was going around this morning. He follows one company called Ripple. How about them apples, folks? Now, I love these. This Bank XRP. What is your XRP price target in game satisfied? I don't really have an end game because I have a lot of my XRP will be held forever. That's the plan, Jan. But in the short term, I don't think there's any reason personally why we couldn't hit 10 to 20 bucks between now and end of the year, because once you drop that case and then the ETF dominoes start falling, all bets are off. And I mean, then the institution, and then once you get, we're supposed to get stablecoin legislation and then stablecoin legislation in the next 2 to 3 months. Infrastructure legislation by July-ish, I think is what I heard. I can't remember the exact date. But those things happen, and the freaking floodgates that nobody in crypto has ever even imagined will open. And all bets are off. Anything you've ever seen in crypto about the potential of any of these core utility assets that I like, all bets are off. You've never seen the real utility that can come in when you have those things. A utility bull run has never been seen. XRP can do things that you can't even imagine. And if you go through his thing here, a lot of people are joking, and then $100 seems to be like a high-end figure people like. This guy says 4 digits. $8 will change this guy's life forever. $5.89. He's just $17 XRP BART. Then you got, here's a more like conservative $4.29. Some are calling for 10K, but I'm hoping for a say 10 to 20 buck XRP this year, and then I think that by 2030, I don't think it'd be any problem whatsoever for us to get to 100 and even beyond. That's why I'm ultimately here. Let's see what else we got. Yesterday, they announced that Brian Quintance, who used to be at the CFTC, he's being nominated to be the CFTC chair. And Brad Garlinghouse congratulated him. CFTC plays a vital role in making sure the U.S. has most robust capital markets in the world. Congrats, Brian Quintance, on your nomination. And then here he is. It's my great honor. Down here he says the agency is also well poised to ensure USA leads the world in blockchain technology and innovation. I look forward to working with President Trump's incredible financial regulatory team. I got so much more to cover in DAIXRP.com. We're going to stop here and then we'll get into it. By the way, there's Hester Pierce congratulating him. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Away we go.